It's a lightweight showdown at the Apex. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Vegas 79 between Rafael Fiziev and Mateusz Gamrot. Of course, these are more non-familiar, foreign to use the F-word name to perhaps casuals, but hardcores know who these people are, and these are top 10 ranked lightweights, which definitely means something, people, and they're well worth your viewing time. Of course, they're going to be stacked up for potentially 5 rounds this weekend. At least the over is leaning that way, but for however long this thing goes, there'll be action abroad. At the time of this video, the odds makers and the public are slightly favoring Fiziev in the neighborhood of -166, with a comeback on your underdog Gamrot in the neighborhood of +130. Now, seeing Fiziev favored is not really a surprise. Not only am I a fan of his style, as are many, as it is respected as it should be, he also is arguably, though coming off a loss, you could argue he won rounds 1 and 2 against Gaethje, and everybody's getting up in arms about that 10-8 with Grasso Shevchenko 2 in the final round. Well, look at the final round 10-8 score. Not to throw shade on any judges, who it's a very tough job, but look at the final round 10-8 score in that Gaethje-Fiziev fight. Of course, Fiziev likes to work the body and counter, which we know is traditionally not rewarded, whether it's casual eyes or the professional eyes that are actually judging the fight. But we can look at that also on the Gamrot side, where we go the other way, where Gamrot could arguably be 0-3 for what I feel is not a very criteria-friendly style unless he's able to get that submission. You even see him getting rounds and rewarded rounds in which he has dropped, like round 4 against Sarukian, who again also hit that body, and people also thought he probably should have won that fight. That is a common thread I state for a reason, folks. But nonetheless, Gamrot, he's a guy who fights for your money. He dogs it out, was able to dog out those wins. And even though I also scored his fight for Jalen Turner, for Mr. Turner, Gamrot got the win there, so it really kind of befuddles me. So despite that trend making you think maybe I go toward the favor here, no, I actually see value in the underdog, and surprised we're not even closer to a pick'em. Again, I tend to like the grappling-based fighters in the smaller cage, and that is Gamrot, but more specifically, the best grappler we've arguably seen Fiziev have to really answer to is Rafael dos Anjos, who is good, who I did pick, and he also did have the favorable stylistic terrain of the small cage. Of course, RDA, a bit older, a bit more, I dare say, basic bread and butter with his style, doesn't chain as much, more reliable toward the fence, whereas Gamrot shoots in the open, he shoots low for the ankles, he chains like there's no tomorrow. It's like a Fleetwood Mac song. You're not going to break the chain for Gamrot there. He's just going to keep going and going. Will he get the win? I'm not sure, but I'm going to pick him, perhaps by submission, and perhaps in those later rounds where Fiziev not as much tested and has shown to gas despite getting that 5th round stoppage against RDA. We will see. I'm a big fan of Fiziev, but give me Gamrot. And for pathways and more on each fighter's game, check out my in-depth breakdown at MMAJunkie.com, where you can find results this weekend.